What's going on, guys? It's Abdullah from Glucose Network here, bringing you another fucking video. Today, we got a question, I got an email, I'm about to fucking answer it. Eyes are fucked up, that flash is fucking with me. What's good, Abdullah? I got a question to ask you. Normally, I don't email people from YouTube, but you're definitely someone that I would like to take advice from, so let's cut down the bullshit and start. Recently, I competed in the first national bodybuilding competition. I have to say that this has mentally fucked my view of food and how I consume foods mentally. Basically, I went on a long cut to compete and survived off 50 fat, 200 carbs, and 200 protein for about 2 months. And now that I am out of my show, I want to cut the fuck out of my life and live a worry-free life. Here's something that I'm struggling with. Every time I eat more food than I should, I tear myself mentally to pieces because I have been in this mindset of hitting certain macros a day. Fucked, right? Oh, and recently I split up with my girlfriend after being with her for 4 years. I've recently started cycling. I want to implement that shit because it pushes me to the limits. Lastly, my name is da-da-da-da-da. I'm 18 years old. Thanks for the advice in advance. All right, let's go. I'm going to get balls deep into the question straight away. Now, what we have here is just typical fucking bodybuilding saga type shit. What happens is people go on prolonged periods of diets, a big caloric deficit, and their body fat drops right down, and they start to develop food focus and food issues, okay? So my boy here has been on 200 carbs, 200 protein, 50 fat, which is about 2,000 calories, okay? So, which is a low caloric intake for a male who's exercising, okay? For a male who's exercising, that is a low caloric intake, okay? Now, what you gotta realize, bro, is you need time removed from that diet. That's the biggest thing. Time removed from diet is key. Not how high you can get your calories and how high you can get them quickly. Yeah, you wanna increase your calories decently quick to, get yourself out of that deficit, but time removed from the diet is everything, okay? So right now it might not seem like that, but a year down the line, that's when you're gonna realize that time removed from that diet was what you really needed. But here, I'm gonna give you some advice with the calories. Now, you might be really pretending about increasing your calories so slowly and incrementally, but you really need to work out a pace that is good for you. Because I'll give you a scenario. You might try and do 205 carb, 210, 220, 230 week by week and just stay shredded for the next 6 months. But then after 6 months, you might hate bodybuilding, give up on bodybuilding, never wanted to do it again because it was so unbalanced and it made you feel so mentally ill that you give up, okay? But you were shredded when you gave up, but that's it. You were just shredded for 6 months. Or some people require more of an aggressive jump straight off the bat. So you might want to increase your calories 500-600 to where you increase them 600, but then you can pretty much hit those numbers all the time. And you might put on a bit more body fat than you would have if you did it really slowly, but at least you're going to do it and stick to it for the long term and get the results versus just giving up and quitting and hating your fucking life, okay, and wanting to fucking kill yourself. All right, so you say you're having trouble, you always go over 200. Well, increase it a bit. Increase it a bit to where, like, if you find yourself on 50, 60, 70 grams of carbs, even 100 grams of carbs over it, increase it to 100. Fuck it, go from 200 to 300. You're not going to get that fat, bro. 400 calories every day, what's 7 times 4?
28.
That's 2,800 calories a week, okay? Now, people are going to be like, oh my God, that's almost a pound of body fat, but it doesn't really work like that. There's other shit that goes on, okay? And you know what I mean? You've got mentally fucked up because what happens when people diet is they identify themselves with that number. You become that number. You become the caloric intake that you consume. What you need to do is detach yourself from that caloric intake, okay? What you got to realize is that time is up. You're done with the dieting phase. Now it's time to recover from the diet, get your mental health back in check, get your hunger levels back in check, and develop a healthy relationship with food now. So you need to switch that off. Don't just attach yourself to the caloric intake. That's why tracking macros can put you in a jail. I'm still kind of in that jail where you identify yourself with certain numbers. You become that. You become my activity, like, you know what I mean? Like, you are the 200 carbs. That's me. So when you go over it, you feel like, oh my God, I gave up. I shouldn't be doing this. That's me. I shouldn't be doing this. I never go over my carbs. But what you got to realize is, bro, you're hungry. Dieting is a serious thing. You get super lean as fuck, your body thinks it's starving itself and eventually going to die. Food is a big part of life. That's what you got to realize. So having a bit more food focus at this time is going to be normal. Embrace it, okay? Embrace it. But eventually you want food focus to die down, okay? Die down to a healthy level. I'm always focused on food, but at a healthy level. When most people are lean, it's over obsessive. You start watching Man vs. Food, Walden Farms, and all sorts of fucking weird, bizarre, cauliflower-based pizza fucking recipe type shit. Okay, that's what it gets. Okay, so like I said, you need time removed from the diet. You need to increase your calories at a rate that's suitable for you, that you can maintain for the longest period of time. Get back your metabolic health and hormone health as quick as possible. Okay, you're going to get your mental health back as quick as possible while putting on the least amount of body fat possible. So, like I said, if you take the more aggressive jump, you might put on 5-10 pounds, okay? But let's think about it. You might have lost 30 pounds and then you only put on 10 back, and I guarantee you're going to look, you won't even look that fat if you put on 10 pounds if you're that lean. You probably look fuller, more muscular. But you put on 10 pounds, you're still down 20 pounds. Imagine if you maintain that 10 pound gain and then you only put on 12 pounds for the rest of the year. That is fuck all. You should be really happy about that. And then the next year you can work on maintaining a leaner physique while enjoying and improving your quality of life and riding your bike and stuff. But what you're gonna do now is try doing what I said, okay? Try increasing the calories. So if you find yourself going over them calories, try increasing them to a sustainable rate where you can rehab what I said as quick as possible with putting on the most minimal amount of body fat, okay? Try shifting your focus. Shift your focus onto other things in your life. Like ride your bike around, commute on your bike, ride to work, do whatever, ride to the gym. Enjoy training. Focus on athletic performance, okay? I know it's easy for me to say that because I know you're gonna be thinking about food, #workouts eat, but try and focus on your athletic performance. Just try to focus on your athletic performance. And shout out to my boy Alberto Nunez, who told me this a while ago. I watched a video of his. Think about the hat scenario, putting on different hats. When you're at the gym, put your fucking training hat on. When you're at home with your family, put your training hat on. Put your family hat on. When you're eating, put your eating hat on, okay? That's how we really create balance, man, okay? You can't be don't be hyper-focused on your macros all the time. Because like I said, it will consume you, and it does. So you need to forget that. Forget the fact that you're even a bodybuilder, man. Just the guy that goes to the gym and likes to track his calories. That's all you are. You're not some fucking crazy Kai Green motherfucker that's thinking about eating the next meal and how many hours for the next meal. That can leave you in a trap. And that's what happens to most people that diet. Because dieting, it's very hard to control your emotions when you get that lean. That's why I don't like to say that lean. I could fucking eat 3,500, 3,000 calories a day and be shredded year round, but I can't control my emotions, okay? So it's hard. You need to eat enough amount to where you can control your emotions. Because I don't care who the fuck you are, when the calories are that low and you're that lean for long enough, and it's like some people genetically have a lower body fat set point than others, but when it's beyond that, you're below that, man, everyone fucking cracks eventually. Everyone fucking cracks eventually. Trust me, you find yourself saying shit that you totally regret. AKA, you broke up with your girlfriend over 4 years. Don't hate on it. That's what life is about, learning. Okay, so learn from the experience. And, you'll find if you keep doing this, I don't really recommend the bodybuilding, restrict calorie, diet, lifestyle, whatever. But people are going to do what the fuck they want. I'm not going to tell you not to do that. But you'll find that with the advice I just gave you, you might be able to maintain a leaner physique year round, okay? And with that leaner physique, you're going to find it easier year by year to get in shape. And you find out with dudes like bodybuilders, professional bodybuilders who professional bodybuild on the long term, their physique gets leaner and leaner linearly as time goes on because they realize that trying to drop fucking 30 pounds every time you get ready for a show is fucking so hard, so mentally taxing. But if you have to drop 10 pounds, yeah, it's not the healthiest thing, but shit's extreme. You're doing an extreme sport and sometimes you can take it to extreme measures, but you want to minimize how extreme that shit really is. So that's the fucking video. You're 18, bro. You've got a long way to go. If you're natural, it's going to take fucking years, bro. So you need to work out methods that are going to allow you to be in the game for a fucking long time. That's everything. Being in the game for a long time is fucking everything, okay? It's fucking everything. So you need to find the balanced approach. And sometimes that might mean gaining a tiny bit more body fat than you want. I'm not saying get fat as fuck, but I'm saying it might mean a tiny bit of fat here, bro, or a tiny bit of fat here, a tiny bit of fat here. You know what I mean? You'll be surprised what that can do for you, them higher calories. But like I said, the main thing you need is time removed from the diet, so the food focus can die, the hunger can drop back down. Because, you know what I mean? You could go from 3,000 to 4,000 calories the day after you finish dieting. You're still going to be mentally hungry, and you're still going to be picking up the pieces that you broke on that diet mentally. Okay, so it's more like time removed from that diet. Okay, shift your focus and think about the long term. That's the video. Share with your mum, share with your sister, share with your boyfriend, share with your spouse, share with your partner, share with your ex-partner. We support gay marriage. I hope you fucking do. Follow me on fucking Twitter. Shout out to my boy H. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.